Hey everyone, I'm here with Crystal White from Wayfarer Bread and Pastry right here in Bird Rock. You know, I was here this morning and watching the line of people waiting to just get a chance to taste something from the bakery, and you're literally a block from the beach.
Yeah.
You can take your pastry, go to the beach, walk around, you know, have a cup of coffee. That's nice.
I never imagined I would end up this close to the beach. I didn't think that was possible, but I still get a kick out of it when we see people in like their wetsuits. They're still wet, waiting in line because they want their post-surf croissant. And like,
Walk us through how you got started as a baker. I mean, were you born a baker? Did you decide that baking was your whole life?
Close.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky. Bizarrely, the thing that I was very passionate about and obsessed with when I was 10 years old happens to be the thing that I ended up still being obsessed with and passionate about now that I'm 34. So we moved to Napa when I was 10, and I was suddenly immersed in this world of hospitality and food and wine, and it seeps into every last part of the culture. And I just got it in my kid head that I really liked eating pastries and that I wanted to be a pastry chef when I grew up.
Right.
So like my very first job was 15 years old in a bakery, and I've spent the last 19 years working in them, and like the passion never died. I kept trying, I kept climbing the ladder, and kind of had a head start, luckily, and like really got to learn a lot at a time when California's bread and pastry scene was really taking big strides and becoming like this amazing thing that it is today. Went to culinary school.
We share an alma mater, right?
Yeah.
So, the Culinary Institute of America, of course.
Yeah.
And GREYSTone, you know, which is like, how'd you describe it?
It's like Hogwarts. It feels
I've
like
heard
going to
that before,
Hogwarts.
yeah.
It's this giant stone winery that got converted into a culinary school with all these different floors and beautiful views, and it's pretty amazing.
And then, of course, everyone knows Chad and Tartine, and so your journey took you to Tartine, and was that really where you found the craft that honed the craft?
I learned a lot about croissants when I opened Proof Bakery in LA. YOUNGM and I, the owner, we worked together to like develop this croissant recipe, and going through the process step by step and really getting to develop something like that was really fun. And it was kind of like opening a bakery on training wheels, because it wasn't my bakery, but I got to be the right-hand man. And then I was like, wow, okay, I gotta go learn some other stuff. So then at that point, Chad had just put out his book, Tartine Bread. And I remember like YOUNGM and I, we ordered it, we pre-ordered it, it came in the mail, and we like sat down on the floor of our living room, and just like the minute it got there and flipped through it, and I was sold. I was like, this isn't just a cookbook, this is a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle that I want. Gotten burnt out on many things, having been in the career for so long, but bread is the one thing, because it changes so much every single day, that I find continuously compelling. I'm still, every day when the bread rises in the oven, I get excited, and I'm like, oh, thank God it worked. Because it keeps you on your toes, right? When you think you get the hang of it, you have a disastrous bake, and you got to figure out why. And it's like taking a whole bunch of small pieces and slowly sticking them together. But I think it could take a whole lifetime or two to master, really.
All right, let's make some baguettes.
Ooh. It was freshly fed, so it won't smell like a whole lot, but this is a method I definitely learned at Tartine. All credit to Chad. He's an incredible mentor.
Tuck down the top.
Yeah, just a little bit, and then tuck in the sides. And you're kind of trying to keep this point right here. That's going to be your point of tension on the table, so you're going to keep rolling and pushing in so that you're creating that tension on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, like that, and then push really hard. Yeah, and then you're using this part of your palm to lift it off the table. And then dip it. And this is a mixture of rice flour and plain flour, so it helps the dough stop being sticky. And then you
rice
just kind of
half and half?
Yeah, half and half. I like them so pointy that when you drop them in a baguette bag, they shoot out the other end. Well, tell me if you did this with your first restaurant, because I wonder, I was really afraid of running out of money, so I started with like 2 employees, and within a week I was like, oh crap, I need like 12.
Well, that's the way to start though. I mean, 'cause, look, what's the biggest mistake people make is, they start out thinking they're gonna, they're gonna do 10 million in the restaurant and staffed accordingly, and then.
But it made it really scary that first week because I thought I could work the front counter and then just bake afterwards and bake in the morning before. And so I was like running and I was trying to train people in the kitchen.
So are we going to see, you know, in the years to come, like Wayfarer bakeries in many different towns and different places or
No.
storefronts? No.
No. And
You're
I
really
think I could say that with confidence. I really don't think I'll watch this in 15 years and be like, what did she know? Like, I just find it really important to keep things small. Like, I think this place wouldn't be as good if it wasn't just one location. I think pastries, I feel like, need that control and that specificity in order to become like so fresh and so good. If I could hand every customer a hot croissant, I would, because it's so important, and like we get as close as we can to that.
Tell me this: is there one thing in your mind that makes a great baker? You know, so is there one trait?
Yeah.
What is it? What's the secret? Yeah?
I think it's I really think it's staying humble and true to the craft, because there's no cheating in baking. It's like a litmus test for everything that's come before it. You can't add like trick ingredients that makes it successful, especially with bread. It's water, flour, salt, and then some starter, like natural fermentation. So you really have to respect what you're doing. You have to get to know it. You have to spend some time seeping in it, and you have to show a lot of care and dedication to it. And so I've always appreciated that about baking. The people who make it in this industry truly love it.
I like that term. That phrase. There's no cheating in baking.
There's no cheating in baking. There's some crying. There's no cheating.